going on, y'all? It's Vannesia Darby, and we're back for another video. I think I want to call this series Level Up, but I haven't really landed on a name yet, but hopefully we will land on that by the end of the year. I also want to share again that all of my resources can be found at VannesiaDarby.com. That's like the flagship site for anything, business, Moxie, Get Your Business Together program, all that stuff, the Entourage podcast, everything that I do can be found at VannesiaDarby.com, and then you can click out to where you need to go. Also, the second thing I want to share with you all is that I am open for donations. If you want to contribute to anything that I'm doing, let me be clear, I'm not asking for any donations, but some people have said, hey, I can't pay your rate, but can I give you something? Who am I to turn down a blessing, okay? So I will put all the ways that you can contribute. It's pretty much everything, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal to Moxie Nashville. This is a form of consulting for me, but also it's really, really fun. So if you can just put Level Up in the memo line, I will know to flag that and have my finance team kind of put that off to the side so we can use that for production. So there's this meme floating around on Instagram that says, sis, all the rules are fake, do you? And when I saw it, I was like, yes. I want to let you know that there are plenty of ways to do what you want to do in life. You can have all the best practices in the world, baby. You can read all the books. You can do listen to all the podcasts and all the stuff you want to do. But if you are unhappy and if you know that there is some cognitive dissonance happening with you, then you have to sit down and really reevaluate. This is for a specific person who understands effort and time and discipline and consistency and faith, which brings me to a couple different things I want to share with you today. God can breathe on your idea, on your business, or even school, and it can go into a completely different direction than you thought it was going to be. You know, he doesn't need a perfect time to make a video go viral, or a perfect time for you to start your idea, or for you to even finish school. You know, we say go to school, do these different things, and again, school isn't bad. I'm just using that as an example, because you will see results if you go get a degree. Like, that's it. But you can also get a degree and not have a job when you graduate, which was me, right? You can also get a job that you want and then want to quit on the third day, which was me. You don't want to build your life and build and base your success off of things that may not really be of value to you. And there's nothing wrong with doing things like getting a job, or even going to the gym, or starting a new workout routine, or all these different things that we do for our own self-improvement. But you don't want to idolize or even be married to one sort of picture. So I want to give you 5 things to really shift your paradigm when it comes to success and the formula and the rules that we are told to follow. Okay. And chew the meat, spit the bones, like my mama says. Chew the meat and spit the bones on what you need. The very first thing is that it happens to everyone, and that it is the idea of we don't know what we're doing. Right? So it happens to everyone, even the person that you idolize the most. I've had even mentees of mine be like, oh my God, you got it all together. Baby, no. And if you saw me 10 years ago, it definitely was a no. So you learn along the way. There's a lot of experience that comes and wisdom that comes with just living life and not giving up. So don't ever think that you're by yourself, that you don't have it figured out. It happens to everyone, every single person. So let's break that myth that you're the only one. You're not. You're not. And if you ever sit down and ask people their true story, you will hear their failures. So don't believe the lie that you're the only person going through this. You're not. The second thing I want you to really believe is that you can change your life at any moment. And I've said this before, but you really, really can. You can make a decision today to change your life. The COO of my church, Misha Maynard, always says that your behaviors are patterns of your belief. So whatever you believe about yourself, your behavior will follow that. And so if you need to shift your mind, to shift who you see in your head, to say, hey, I'm this person, I'm disciplined, I'm motivated, I love life, I enjoy it. Even if you don't see it right now, if that's what you actually believe, then day by day, let your behaviors start to go in alignment with that belief. I'm not saying you believe it and all of a sudden everything is right. No, that's just the start of really changing your life. The third thing I want you to do is to break up with perfectionism. And I am a recovering perfectionist. Okay, I always say that. Break up with perfectionism, because as people that like everything to be perfect, it really does hurt when something is against what we believe, right? It's against what we said. No, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. And when you're not flexible, you really can't accomplish anything. In the music industry, and I was very type A when I came into the industry, anybody that worked with me will tell you, if it was not on the spreadsheet, it wasn't happening. Okay? If your flight got delayed, oh my God, you're throwing off my whole ground transportation, right? Well, flights get delayed all the time. They get delayed all the time. So you have to learn how to be flexible and to pivot when you need to. And oftentimes that can be tied to a feeling of guilt or fear, but feelings are not always the truth. My sister, she's a psychologist. Shout out to Dr. Darby, Dr. Jackie, my favorite doctor. She always says you can feel your feelings. Like that's fine, but it may not always be the truth. Right? So just because you feel a certain way, just because you feel guilty, just because you feel fear, that doesn't mean all of your decisions have to be based out of those emotions. You can still be rational and have fear. I know it's gonna shake you up a little bit. I get it. It's fine. Moving on to truth number 4. There's something that I tweeted recently. Just because you have a weak moment doesn't mean that you're a weak person. We are not robots. We are not people who could just kick out everything on a consistent basis. We need breaks. We need things that are going to help recalibrate that for us. For me in particular, it is my faith, and this is my channel, so that's what I'm going to express. So you want to make sure you have things that can recalculate you and get you back center and say, okay, I had a weak moment. It doesn't mean I'm a weak person. And the last one, if you notice that I end my videos the same way, it's because I truly believe this. Your words are powerful. If you remember, I always say at the end of every video, always speak life. But it's because I truly believe that your words can shape your future. Your words can even heal what you have dealt with in the past. When it comes to developing professionally and even personally, you have to say these things to yourself. And everything that you say, I always do this every time I do a presentation. I always end the same way. Everything you say matters. Your self-talk matters. How you talk about other people, it matters. And so you want to make sure that you are always speaking life. And what that means is that even if your situation may be a little bleak, that you can say, you know what, I'm going through a tough time right now, but I'm going to get out of it. Right? I got out of it last time. I'm going to get out of it this time. If you're a believer, God got me out of it. Right? God allowed me to come through it. God gave me the strength. And so you always want to speak life to yourself, to your situation, to others around you. And then also give a deaf ear to people that are spewing any fear or spewing any hate your way. I remember I had someone, and this is an exercise that you could actually do. I had someone, I was getting some results back from a doctor, and she told me to come in because if not, I could die. Like, who told you to answer the phones? Who told you to be the one making the calls? And she said, yeah, because if you don't get that right, you can die. I said, oh no. I said, don't do that. I said, we speak life over here. Do not speak death into my life. And I was so serious, y'all. And it's not even being super deep. But if you start saying I could die, that's gonna start planting fear in my mind. I'm like, man, I really can die. And so, not that I'm immortal, but I wanted her to know, you can't just talk to me any kind of way. Period. Like, that's it. So you want to grab hold of that and make sure that you are speaking well to yourself. If you're sick, like I have autoimmune issues, you got to speak well to yourself. If you're having a bad day, you got to speak well to yourself. Go back and journal. Look at old journal entries when you were happy and when you were living life, and make sure that you can speak well over yourself and of other people. And so when you go into situations, that you are using the correct language to start altering your situation. Okay, if you're a student and you say, I'm never going to graduate, guess what? You'll believe that, right? But if you say, no, I'm going to graduate, you'll start finding tutors, you'll start finding study hours, you'll start meeting with the professor, you'll do whatever you have to do because you've made up in your mind and you said out of your mouth that you're going to graduate, okay? It's really exciting to me when people can actually feel that what they're doing is adding value to who they are. That's something incredible. Everyone doesn't get there. Some people will go through life just accepting life. You don't have to accept that. You can change and you can create the life that you want to see. And I truly believe that. And I believe that for you. So again, personal, professional development, it ain't for the weak, all right? To choose every day to get up and to want to be better, it is not for the weak, but you can do it. I'm here to help you. My videos are here to help you. My blog posts are here to help you, all that jazz. So you can do whatever God is telling you to do. And and you can change at any moment. There's no formula. All the rules are fake. All right, y'all. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week, and remember to always speak life. Peace.